You've been going through a lot of adjustments recently and don't think that we, from the Galactic Federation, aren't assisting or sharing help as much as we can. We're closer than you can imagine, and the signs we've been giving you all are proof of that. Signs not only in your skies, but also in your dreams. And by your side, as friendly souls who want to collaborate with your evolution, especially at this time, when many of you are going through your last soul challenges. The campaign to discredit many of you, light workers, continues from those who still operate in the dark. And this has greatly affected your emotions and your belief in yourselves and in your own potential. Certainly, your souls have already been prepared for such delicate clashes as these in recent times, especially in the last 3 months. Don't be frightened or emphasize disturbing feelings and thoughts, because they will stop as soon as possible. Remember the Christ who, in his temptations in the desert, was challenged in his faith. Take inspiration from him and you will see how prepared you are. If it weren't so, we wouldn't say. You have asked for help from the heavens, and it is being sent. By the end of this current month, you will perceive an aura of peace and harmony and everything returning to its rightful place. Trust that the work you have chosen to do is magnifying, and the help you are receiving to fulfill, with honor, your pre-planned destinies will not be lacking. These are challenging times, we know, because just as you are battling on the surface of Mother Earth, so are we, where we are working to put an end to the actions of those who act in darkness, in your solar system. Many portals have been closed in recent times and, in retaliation, those who worship black magic have turned against our allies on the surface, you. And they have prepared attacks against you. They know that they can no longer interfere with your free will, because time has stopped where there were such possibilities. Due to the numerous luminous markers you have reached, you can now make decisions with greater clarity and understanding. This has trapped the dark forces in one place, and they no longer know where to go. Keep your light on, and, moreover, they won't be able to touch you. You may ask us why we haven't descended as we've been announcing for some time. It's important to emphasize that our descents are in stages and, right now, we are already in your low orbit and in full control of the non-Confederate bases that previously existed there and were used as surface attack antennas. No soul on Earth is without direct help from heaven. And we have done everything we can to help you on your great journey. The time has come when more revelations about us will be delivered. There's no denying that the vibration of the planet is different, and the armor that many of you were carrying has dissolved, thanks to the countless efforts of so many of you who have remained faithful to your commitments. Karma is still present, but much lighter than before, because you have achieved the blessings of divine grace. And your karmic processes have been cancelled out by around 35%, thanks to the love that you have anchored. It's not surprising, because divine grace has always promised infinite blessings in abundance, and, as you return to the light, you would obviously also have much of your transcendental debts automatically attenuated. The Supreme Creator is happy with the wave of love that has grown in the hearts of many on Earth and, as a generous consequence, has sent more angelic groups that will enter your borders now. You will see portals open in your skies in various areas of the planet and know that they are coming in. These angels carry compassion and come with divine breaths, easing the storms that try to destabilize your connections with the divine. You will notice their presence right now, as they shower you with truth, love, and compassion, so that you too can do the same for those around you. Feel them now. Feel the presence of these angels at this moment, together with us and with you. Of course, it's also important to talk about the rumors of wars that are still present and the many souls who are suffering. They too will be receiving such blessings, for God's love knows no bounds. As you continue to persevere in your journeys on Earth, the links between you and those people scattered around the world become stronger, as there is a tendency to align with those who also desire peace, even if you have never physically seen each other before. This is what will also considerably increase the coefficient of light. And portal marker 144 will reach its ecstasy when this master number reaches its point, and, if it holds there for a moment, it will be a checkmate of the challenges of the reality you are in. You are on the verge of a great leap, and you will realize this in the dynamics of your days, when you will feel lighter and happier, and when empathy for everything and everyone becomes something natural. As such events approach, your souls feel and perceive them, just as they perceive the rain coming or the sun setting. Many people living on earth still feels helpless. And you, as the spokespeople for heaven, have the mission of nurturing them with your immense love and virtues. You were born in this time, appropriately, and where you are is where you truly need to be. We know that the plunge you took into density hurt your hearts too much, but you will now receive much more love and help as you return home. None of you are alone. Even if, many times, in your dark nights of the soul, you seem to be. Realize now our presence at your side, giving all the love we can and ensuring our unconditional support throughout your journeys on earth. Just as we send this love to you now, we also feel and hear your often desperate calls. Bear in mind that no voice has ever gone unheard by us. At no time have any of you failed to receive help. We know that it can often be frustrating when help doesn't come in the way you expect or in the time you wanted, but as you continue to follow your paths, you will realize that it has taken effect in the most precise time it could. It's more than faith. It's knowing that support will come, but at the right time when it can be 100% effective. Another point we would like to emphasize with you is the guilt that many of you carry throughout the ages when you have made some mistakes. Dear ones, the failures were impulses to get you to where you are now. Allow yourself the blessing of forgiveness as you enter a new timeline that is open right now. Yes, dear ones. You will find a lot of support in yourselves when you realize that everything, absolutely everything around you, is to push you forward in your growth, and this game is at an end, because you have achieved a lot of success. The current times, where chaos is televised in a sickening way, seem to expose the opposite of all the blessings and successes we have emphasized about your evolution. But it is more than evident that those who still operate in the dark, do not want you to achieve your ascension, trying to keep you in the low vibrations. Don't give them credit, dear ones. There is more light in the world than you can imagine. Much more. Some of you who have been following us for years of your linear time sometimes wonder why we often repeat many of our speeches, and the answer is quite obvious, especially for the empathy hearts. There are many souls who awaken every day, and what many of you already know is new to them. And it's up to each one of you to lovingly ferment this awakening, encouraging them to climb the stairs. Certainly, our messages are a boost for these souls, so that they can later become their own compass based on their own intuitions and inner guidance. Oh, dear ones, it may seem like we're far away sometimes, but we never have been. And if we are silent at times, it is simply because we know that you will cope, much more than you can imagine. And that our instructions wouldn't be necessary since you've picked them up on your own telepathic channels. Yes, we know who we're heading for now, my dears. We know. In a future time, our messages will be delivered more personally. And channelings, such as this one through Neva, will become scarce, as we will be dealing with you directly, eye to eye. I am SaLuSa of Sirius, and as the spokesperson for the Galactic Federation, and as I have said before, I reinforce our support for all of you. And we rejoice that this long-awaited event for the last 26,000 years is approaching. This is another year in which you will be propelled towards the healing of your heartaches, when through the balancing of the base of your being, the first 3 chakras spoken of by Ashta at the beginning of the year for you *, you will be able to have the firmness and strength to transform the seemingly non-transformable, to heal the seemingly incurable, to elevate the seemingly non-elevatable, and to love the seemingly unlovable. Your hearts will be healed and transformed, forever. Let there be no doubt about it. Don't forget that we have the technology to access your future, and we say, in truth, you have done it. We, from the Galactic Federation, who make up a multitude of souls from all over the universe and beyond, are now in positive vibrations for the earth, and we leave our love and blessings to you all. Again, call on us whenever you need us, and we'll be there for you in some way. But remember, it may not be in the way you want, but we will certainly be there. And, at the right moment, surgical help will arrive. Neva, we thank you for opening to this communication. May you also receive our blessings of deep gratitude.